I mean, but Valentine's Day, I typically do. Like, I'll send gifts. I've sent gifts to work. I've showed up to people's jobs.
That sounds like a stalker.
No, if I'm with them. if I'm in a relationship.
I'm just joking.
I'm
just joking, guys.
If I show up with flowers and the coat. Because, like, there's nothing bigger than, like, you showing up to your woman's job and all the other flowers are being delivered by other people, but you show up with the actual flowers to your woman. You know, and
especially if you look good, you smell good, you dress good.
And you show up and be like, you know, give her the flowers and be like, I'll see you later. And be like, oh, did your man show up for you?
They're gonna be like, ooh, that's your man.
You know what I mean? She gonna be soaking all day, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, she's gonna be what?
Soaking.
Soaking?
Yeah.
Soaking how?
Her panties are going to be moist. I mean,
let's keep it 100, I guess.
I mean, you want to be specific? I'm being specific.
All right,
you know?
all right.
But yeah, I mean, that's just a tip. That's literally like 10% of what I've done.
Man, you know what, man? I feel like that there's a lot of women out there that haven't had that type of interaction, like to the point where, you know, a man shows up at your job and he comes and maybe he has on he's dressed nice. I mean, and he literally shows up to say, "Hey, listen, baby, I'm gonna come take you out to lunch." You know, like, and then all the girls there just like, "That's your man? Like, who is this?" Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that drives women crazy, like in a good way.
That's what you got. That's what you got to do out in these streets, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have a man that's like going out of his way, then
hold on, don't put all that pressure.
I'm about to say, I do not agree with that at all.
Don't put all that pressure.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because okay. Go ahead.
No, finish.
No, man, listen to me.
Because you was about to say something, and
here. Let me say this. Going out of their way in a certain way. Like I feel like that if you. When we talk about love, and I'm not talking about just a girl that you're dating or something like this. I'm talking about like someone that you just cannot get enough of. And this isn't going to be something that you are going to find all the time.
Well, that's love, though.
Okay, are we not talking about love?
That's being in love.
Oh, okay.
Someone that you're in love with, right?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm talking about if the man is not on that level, then I mean, and this is my Steven's opinion, then and showing you love and affection, maybe not in that particular way, but on that level, you know, well then, you know, maybe.
But how soon should you expect some kind of gift of that?
I mean, that type of thing,
or if it's all about feeling. Like, let's say y'all got together in December,
yeah,
and y'all rocking it in February come out. Is it like, okay?
No, I mean, not unless you guys are in a relationship, then don't show up at my job. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be showing up at someone's job.
But here's my thing. That doesn't mean anything. Like, everything that Mel just described was with his ex-girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. Meaning she's no longer here. Probably don't even think about her until he thought about what he did for her for Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. And she's probably married or with somebody else now. And all of that energy, time, effort is gone. As a matter of fact, if y'all have a messy breakup, she'll call you all kinds of sons of bees and everything but a child of God. So it doesn't mean anything.
I mean, it's still an expression of love,
and that's fine. But when you say,
so what do you mean it doesn't mean anything?
So in the grand scheme, what you did for her means nothing now, right?
In what way?
In every single way. She don't think about him. He don't think about her.
It meant something to him, and it means something to him in his heart.
It's a memory, so it's a great memory, right? But my point is, if you put a label on and you say, if your man ain't doing this, then no, because it doesn't mean anything. Like,
it doesn't have, when I say, okay, let me be clear. When I say that, I'm talking about, we were talking about Valentine's, we were talking about going to somebody's house, right? You can show love and express love in a different way. I'm talking about showing and expressing it on that level of, I'm going to go out of my way to do something for you to show you that I want you, or I'm genuinely there for you.
I don't feel like that's what that says.
Well, I'm not talking about even showing up at their job, right? That could once again, this is a big conversation because that depends on people's love languages. Right. That could be, huh?
Yeah, I said right.
Right. So that could be washing their car or detailing their car, and then they come home and then you wrap a ribbon around it. You know what I mean? It's not brand new, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, I cleaned the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different for everybody.
Right.
But I'm just talking about that energy, the effort that's put into it.
Right.
To me, that is who you should then be like putting energy and effort into. Because a lot of times there was someone I was talking to and they were just like, I want someone who's consistent. And this is something that we all hear as men. Like women, this all year. Just consistency. Well, here's the thing. A man is going to be consistent with someone that he actually likes. He's not going to just be so flimsy. Like if he likes you, then he will be consistent in your life in some way. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to be down your throat all the time or yada, 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 but he will be consistent, whatever that is.
Well, see, and that's a conversation, right?
Right.
Because I could be consistently inconsistent, meaning that maybe I'm busy. So if I'm courting somebody, you might speak to me on Monday for 2 weeks because that's my schedule. And then for 2 weeks, we don't talk on Monday, right? So why aren't you being consistent? We used to talk every Monday, well, my schedule changed. Like life changes, like things change. Right. But women, and this, I'm not saying all women, but women oftentimes will like say, well, he's being inconsistent. So when women say, I just want someone who's consistent, I agree with you. A guy who is interested is going to be consistent in a manner. But what does that mean?
Right. And what is the manner? Because he can be if I'm gonna keep it 100. If he has free time, and he really likes you, then I think as a woman you can expect him to be in contact with you more frequently. Yes. Right? If you have somebody who is much more busy, right? He owns a business, he works for himself, he's an entrepreneur. I mean, he's got all these things going on. You have to expect that he's going to be more busy. It's not that he doesn't want you or whatever, but he doesn't have the time. There's only
now, which man does a woman want more? Does she want the dude who has all the time in the world and can talk to her and he ain't got nothing else going on, maybe besides a 9 to 5, if that? Or does she want the guy who is busy and can provide a lifestyle and trips and the expensive purses and all the dinners and all the bears and chocolate, right? But he can't be down your throat all the time.
Okay, I'm just being honest. They want both. That's what they want.
They want both
men.
They
want both. Right. Well, they want them all in one. And
sounds good on paper.
It sounds really good on paper, right? They want both in one. They want someone who is consistent, who is daily, whatever that is, like, well, I'm talking to you all the time, yada, 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 and who has the ability to work and owns 2 businesses and and get all the other stuff. And it's like,
wow.
Well, if I do that, well, when do I have any time for me? When do I have time?
You?
Drake?
This whole conversation is about women.
Yeah.
This Valentine's Day holiday. What's the man's holiday?
Bro, we